6 of the Western Conference Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves are staring right in the face of a Game 6 showdown. Do they have the fortitude to close out the series? Now is their time to try and avoid a Game 7 against the Spurs. The quest for the best in the West.
Oh, here's Edwards. And he buries his first look. For three. Sinks another one. He's on a roll. Starting four. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk! Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
They need to find some other contributors.
Here's Edwards. And another basket from Minnesota. Third. Here's Paul. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Well, it's always great to see Towns locked in and making an impact defensively.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason.
The Minnesota Timberwolves take the series and are moving on. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Cavaliers have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Boston Celtics. Will round 3 end in an upset of epic proportions?
Tatum. Oh, Tatum in position. And stolen by Love. On the floor for Boston. We've got Luka Doncic. Tatum out there with Bol. Then there's Brown. And it's Kolek in at the point guard.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Wing Daniels. Defended by Mann. That bucket in no time at all. Daniels Love. Nice move. And it's good on the way in.
With the sinky
movement by Boston. Man bangs home the trifecta. To White. He hits the back iron and sinks the...
Where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside. A fadeaway. Doesn't go either for Doncic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to do.
Screen on James. Doncic kicks to Tatum. Out to Doncic. From outside the arc. Count it!
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. A coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Timeout, Cavaliers. And so the Boston Celtics take the series and will continue.
It's an incredible accomplishment. You think about all of the preparation that went into this. It really started in the offseason and then carried through to this moment right here.
And, of course, the story continues as they now move on to the NBA Finals, representing the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, tonight they'll celebrate, but tomorrow it'll be all business, starting from square one with their game planning and identifying the matchups they think they can exploit.
They're just 4.
I call that precision like, hey, shoot him my shot like, hey, hit the like, hey.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Minnesota Timberwolves find themselves on a postseason deadlock at 2 games apiece. It is a critical turning point, and they know the time is now as they face a pivotal Game 5 against the Boston Celtics. Which heroes will rise? The NBA playoffs start now.
Everyone is watching as this thrilling NBA Finals series comes to a Game 5. It's locked up at 2-2. It's anyone's game, and either of these teams could walk out tonight one step closer to the World Championship. And tonight, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Boston Celtics. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us... And he drives in, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than Hope.
And finished off by Tatum.
He was...
Edwards against Brown. And the basket by Edwards. Edwards for 3. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple! From deep. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Doncic's shot is good.
I think it's the...
And he lobs it up. Jason Tatum! Go up and get it! Edwards looking it over. And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
And that... Here's Edwards. And it falls all over the rim and in.
It's really frustrating.
Here's Edwards. Get up, Anthony Edwards!
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to...
With this win, they've piled on the pressure. They only need one more victory to close the series out.
And this was a critical performance. At 2-2, a team season can ride on a Game 5 like this one. They did a terrific job of rising to the moment and taking control of the series.
And that concludes our coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
Game 6 of the NBA Finals. The Boston Celtics are down 2-3 with the opportunity to prove themselves to the league, their fans, and most importantly, themselves. It's a pivotal must-win battle against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
The champ as they play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And And the starting lineup for
advantage is starting to add up.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Carls in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Tatum after the made shot from Karl-Anthony Towns. Carries the long. There's Brown with the 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic with a screen on goal. Here's Towns.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Edwards looking it over. Edwards with the floor spacer. There's Brown with the 3. Knocks down the 3.
And that one's
Downs. And it's Luka with the rebound.
And the fadeaway was the...
So we see Boston get the win here. I think, Greg, they played with a little more, of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. So NBA Finals Game 6 now complete, and the series is deadlocked and going to Game 7. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Of the NBA Finals. The Timberwolves have reached the final destination. An epic journey is nearly complete. The opportunity to win the ultimate prize in a series that will go the distance. They must bring all they can muster against the Celtics. Game 7.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Timberwolves. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic
hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found...
Oh, there's the end. Oh, rise up, Jaylen Brown.
A big lob pass with authority.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
The simple bounce back.
Here's Doncic. Luka flying in for the jam. Oh, there's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Edwards gets the bucket.
And you know, in this court, Luka can have. Wow.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in. Hanging up there like that. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. Well, these teams...
The previous play is under review.
Monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance. The replay system is available, so you've got to utilize it.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, you look at the nerves they must be feeling. Kenny, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, it doesn't get any bigger than that.
Oh, I felt it for myself. Nothing in the world like it. at the eye of the storm.
I'm going to have to defer to Kenny on this when I wrapped up my final trips in 6 games max. Win or
Well,
lose.
sometimes 4.
Good job.
When you lost. But
Yes.
Whatever.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
Done. Then it's Jackson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Tatum slams it home. Here's Edwards. And he wills that one in, sinking it right. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Brown. Shot is good by Edwards.
And making
fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter. Curry drives in. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Here's Kolek. And here's Tatum. Shoots over Curry. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Timeout called, Celtics. Here's Doncic. Gets it to go. Luka so controlled.
Ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success. Hey, you need some points.
There's such a huge presence inside for them.
Tatum gets the first free throw is good. And
yeah, keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And finished off by...
That's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7. And the Minnesota Timberwolves have done it. They are the NBA champions. What an incredible ride. Culminating in a championship. What a team. This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. And look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
The ways you move. And I've been, don't know no other way. We ain't me how I'm doing. Tell them I'm doing great. If I really you let it straight.
Let me tell you. You my little boo thing. So I'll give a hoot what you do, say, girl, I know.